Hello, good people of the internet. Welcome to my channel where I use insufficient English and cringy humor to talk about everything, to voice my opinions about games, movies, pop culture in general. And today I'm going to be talking about the Fantastic Four because this franchise, ever since it has been acquired by Disney, when they finally took over Fox and got the rights to these characters, in my humble opinion, the Fantastic Four franchise has been a little bit doomed. I talked about this many times before. MCU is in decline, there's no doubt about this. Ever since Endgame, they haven't produced anything really significant, except maybe Spider-Man No Way Home and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But those were very special cases. And about Fantastic Four, I believe they have no idea what to do with this. So far, the only thing we got was the cameo of John Krasinski portraying Reed Richards in that, in my humble opinion, abysmal multiverse of madness. The movie was titled Doctor Strange, but it was all about Wanda Maximoff, and how we should feel sympathetic towards her character, even though she was a literal villain. Reed Richards in that variant of multiverse. Jesus, I really hate the multiverse trope. It is an easy way out for writers, but I'm preparing video about this. It will be released next year. So anyway, Reed Richards appears maybe for a minute or so as a member of Illuminatis and gets absolutely destroyed by Wanda Maximoff's powers, and in my humble opinion, that's a huge disrespect towards character and the actor as well. Because guess what? Jim from The Office is right now very prominent in Hollywood, and just casting him for a second just to see, hey guys, see those cameos? This is just playing for clicks. This is just playing for views. This was just, putting that into trailer and making people think that maybe Patrick Stewart and John Krasinski will be there for longer, and this was a very low blow and fans did not like it, rightfully so. Anyway, according to many outlets, right now the movie production is in limbo, but the news are not very optimistic. So let's get through this article in Nerdist. It's a short summary of what we know. So for now we know that there's just going to be one big four, and probably the movie will be called Fantastic Four as a reboot of previous installments. I'll be talking about this in a second. So, behind the scenes, Fantastic Four is possibly the most in-flux title in the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe state. Marvel Studios president and primary producer Kevin Feige announced the movie at San Diego Comic-Con 2019, before, the virus struck. Marvel then named John Watts, who directed the 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man films for Sony and Marvel in December 2020. By the way, very good 3 movies. Watts then stepped away from the project in April 2022, stating he was taking a break from superhero movies. And I'm not really surprised. Those 2 years, 2020 and 2022, and of course 2021 between them, those were abysmal for Disney, and that was the time where everything got woke and everything got social justice, everything got, diversity quotas, and those movies became unwatchable. I'm not saying this is the reason, but I can understand the superhero fatigue, which, as you can see, even showrunners also feel it. Then, in August 2022, Marvel named Matt Shakman, who had directed WandaVision for Disney+. WandaVision director, so I'm not getting my hopes up. This show started pretty well, but then it was a colossal disappointment by the end, because it was the beginning of making Wanda Maximoff a completely unlikable villain. as Watt's successor. Feige confirmed this at the D23 Expo in September that same year, and then we have a couple of writers who were working on the script and rewriting it a couple of times, and I'm going to be talking about this as well, but I can tell you that the script for Fantastic Four, this is just a rumor, this is just a hearsay, but many YouTubers claim that it was abysmal, that it was the embodiment of wokeness, that it was a social justice warrior stuff. It was, you know, people fighting for diversity and inclusion, and that script was all about toxic masculinity, because apparently this is what Marvel audience really wants to see. And there are still casting issues. Those are original actors cast into the first Fantastic Four movie, which in my humble opinion was pretty good actually, and even the sequel with Silver Surfer, it was like a little bit meh, but I also watched it and I had a little bit of fun, so it was maybe not the best, but well, alright entertainment. So anyway, those are characters. This is how Fantastic Four was looking like, and this is how they were always looking like in comic books. But of course we are living in different times, according to Hollywood at least, and we cannot have all white casts, so there were talks about casting people of color in different roles for Fantastic Four. The only thing we know for sure is that Pedro Pascal himself was going to be cast as Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, and well, obviously he doesn't resemble Mr. Fantastic from comic books and previous installments even in the slightest, but well, diversity is more important than that. Screw original characters. You know what? I personally believe that screw the original characters is nowadays Disney unofficial motto, so I'm not getting my hopes up about the final casting of actors, because also on top of everything, this is hearsay, this is also gossip, but many actors turned down the role of Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards because of the way this character was supposed to be portrayed in that movie. Reed Richards, the cornerstone of the group, comics of course, was going to be an abusive husband, was going to be an example of toxic masculinity in a relationship. The main protagonist, the most important character from the group, was going to be, of course, Sue Richards, because women power, yes. And one of the main subplots was her trying to figure out who she is and finally understanding that only Reed Richards' abusive behavior was stopping her from reaching her full potential. So basically we have a plot of Mulan and Captain Marvel. This trope is so overused that even Disney had enough, and apparently that script was scratched. But right now we don't know what is going to happen next. As of today, we know that we don't know much, but one thing I believe we can expect. We can expect really poor quality, because at this certain point Marvel and MCU, I don't think they are able to produce anything good. If the script was supposed to be like this, and we all remember what they were supposed to do to Blade, I also covered this material in one of my previous videos. They are going to rewrite Fantastic Four, and basically Fantastic Four was the example of classic, maybe even nuclear family. You know, loving people and family values were the most important for the Richards family, for Fantastic Four. And now, apparently, in Hollywood, they don't think those values are the most important, because we have something else. We have LGBTQ, we have people who prefer being alone, we have all different types of ideology, very leftist I might say. Classic conservative look at how people live together is not very popular around these areas. Therefore, I don't think we are going to receive a very good product by the end of the day. We'll see about this, but I've been talking about this many times, MCU is dying, and even if the movie is good, I don't think it will bring much of an interest of the audience. We'll see about this. Alright, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. That's my last movie in 2023. And I wish you a happy 2024. Cheers. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe, drop a like and press the notification bell so you won't miss anything I upload. And if you didn't enjoy this, well, subscribe anyway. At least you will know when there is a new video to actively hate.